Hello, it's Michael Gunther with Collaboration, and I'm so excited here to be talking to Margot Garcia, who just did this month's Biz Ed and was on the 7 recruiting mistakes. Margot has a wealth of knowledge and background from companies in Silicon Valley to large companies here in San Luis Obispo. Why is recruiting so important for businesses to really pay attention to?
Recruiting is important because you are building the future of your organization every time you have a hiring opportunity. It's an opportunity to bring in additional talent. You're building your bench strength, you're raising the bar, you're creating the future for your organization.
Yeah, it always amazes me how people, they're so need employees, they want great employees, and then often they just mess up in the recruiting process. They don't do the things they need to do.
Or they hire a warm body.
Yeah, they hire a warm body and then they can't figure out why it's not working out. So you had 7 different tips on and issues that arose. A couple stood out for me. The first one was about a job description and the importance of that.
That actually is where everything starts, because if you don't know what it is you need, how are you going to be able to find the person that has all of those skills? So by going through the process of thinking about what is the scope of the job, what are the tasks, how does it fit into the other positions in your organization, what are the competencies that a successful person are going to have? If you don't know those, if you don't write them down, you're never going to be able to use those to post your job, to create your interview questions, to give the candidate when you hire them so that they'll know what you need them to do.
You know, I think that's a great point, because I think a lot of times people have they think they know what the role is, or maybe it's an old job description they haven't updated. You know, I always think of social media, because if you had a marketing job description, that role constantly is changing. And so if you're not updating those roles and responsibilities, I thought the other thing that was really great about that was the characteristics. I think a lot of people overlook the importance of trying to find the right characteristics.
The competencies that a successful person will have in that job, because some positions require a lot of attention to detail, where other positions require innovation and creativity. And if you haven't defined what the successful candidate will look like, then you're not going to be able to go out and find them, attract them.
Yeah, well, one of the other things we were talking about, we were trying to find out where to find employees. And you talked about social media, but you really talked about the employee referral program. And you shared some stats that were very interesting, and I thought it was a great way to really manage and look at how your employees are coming, and maybe even trying to figure out the steps to create an employee referral program. Tell me a little bit about the employee referral program and some of the stats you shared.
An employee referral program is, I think, one of the best resources for hiring candidates, because your employees already know the kind of company that you are, the culture, who's going to fit in, and they can pre-screen a lot of people before they even refer them to you. The stats are impressive. Approximately 40% of the people that are, of all the applicants that are hired, come from employee referrals. You can get a lot of applicant flow through other sources, but the people that you're actually hiring tend to be from employee referrals.
I thought that was a really interesting stat. It was like 7% of the applicants are coming from employee referrals, but 40% were being hired. And what a time waster if you have all these other applicants, but you're not able to really get quality people. So it really talks about the points of building an employee referral program. And it sounds like some people have different employee referral programs where they actually give cash incentives for people who refer people.
It's a way of saying thank you for referring your friends and your colleagues, and helps them to stay motivated about and excited about the company that they're working for, and really engages them in the whole process of recruiting. It makes them feel more a part of the organization.
I thought the other thing that was interesting in that stat, you shared that those that have actually been hired from an employee referral also stay longer.
Not only does it cost less, but they stay longer. I mean, everything points to the fact that we should be using employee referrals more and more frequently.
Yeah, and just as a side note, it makes me think of all you managers out there. Make sure you're doing a good job in engaging your employees so they want to refer people to you.
Right.
The last thing out of the points I thought was really interesting, and it's really post-recruiting, and it's really the onboarding process.
So important.
So tell me about what are some of the key elements you think need to be part of the onboarding process?
Well, you want to make sure that you make the new employee feel welcome, like they are part of this new organization. You want to make sure that they're properly provisioned, that you have all of the materials and the
It's
equipment
like they're
on their first day ready
like they
for
have
them.
a place to sit,
Yeah.
they have computer to work on.
You want to take the time to introduce them to the people that they're going to be working with. You want to show them around. Where are the materials that they're going to need? Where do they get things? And help them to be successful. Give them exposure to the other parts of your organization that they might not be working with on a daily basis, but the more knowledge they have about your whole company, the better they can make decisions about how they're doing their job, because they know where their role fits in.
Great. Well, thank you. I tell you, that onboarding piece is so critical. You have this great person, and if people come in and you're not ready for them or training them, they end up leaving.
Yeah.
You know, and so you just wasted all that time. So
You've made an investment. Why not insure it?
that's right. Well, thank you so much, Margot, for sharing all your insight today. We will have available to you both her PowerPoint. She also had some handouts, and we're going to also put some templates on job descriptions and onboarding tools that people are going to also forward out. Thank you very much, Margot, and we look forward to talking to you soon.